Hello and welcome to our video today on subtraction. Our learning objective today is to be able to subtract numbers using a written method, and today's written method we're going to use is a column method of subtraction. So the question we've got here is, what is the difference between 4,226 and 2,589? Well, in order to do this question, first of all, I need to write my numbers down, making sure that everything is in line. So my units are in the same column, my tens, hundreds and thousands are in the same column. And then I'm going to carry out a subtraction. Sometimes we say we carry out a takeaway. So 6 take away 9. Can we do that? No, we can't. So what we've got to do is take one of the tens from the tens column. So that becomes 110 in the 10 column, and we move that across into our units. So now we have 16 units, because 10 plus 6 makes 16. And so we now do 16 take away 9, which gives us 7. And then we look at our next column. Well, we've got 1 take away 8. And we can't do that, so we look at our hundreds column, and we need to take one of the hundreds from the 3 here, so that becomes 200, and we move it into the tens column, and that becomes 11 tens. Now we've got 11 tens, take away 8 tens, which leaves us with 3 in that tens column. And then we come to the hundreds. We've now got 200 here and 500 here. So we can't do 2 take away 5. So we look at the end column, the thousands column, and we take one of the thousands here, and that becomes 3,000, and we move that 1,000 into the hundreds column. So we end up with 1,200. And we've got 12 here, take away 5, which leaves us with 7. And when we look at the thousands column, we've got 3,000. Take away 2,000, which leaves us with 1,000 there. So the difference between these two numbers is 1,737. So let's have a look at a different question. This is a question you could have, and it says there were 4,400 books sold last week and only 2,876 books sold this week. What is the difference in the sales? Well, one's bigger than the other, but by how much? So we'd use the same sort of method. We'd write down our numbers. There's 4,400. Take away 2,876. And then we start to look at this question. We look at the beginning at our units column, and we got 0 take away 6, and we find we cannot do 0 take away 6. So what we do is we look to the next column, because in the previous one we borrowed from the next column along, but we've got 0 tens here, so we can't take anything from the 0 tens. So we look at the hundreds and we say, right, okay, we can take one of these hundreds, so that becomes 300 in this column, and we move it into the tens column. So now we've got 10 tens. And now when we go back to our units column, we can take one of these tens from here and move it into this column. So we end up with 9 in our tens column and 10 in our units column. And then we can proceed with our takeaway. We've got 10 take away 6, which is 4. 9 take away 7, which is 2. We can't do 3 take away 8, so we look to the next column to the left, the thousands. We can take one of the thousands away from here, so we now got 3,000 here, and we can move that into our hundreds column. So now we have 13 take away 8, which is 5. And then our thousands, we've got 3 take away 2, which is 1. So the difference in the sales we find is 1,524. Thank you for watching our video today on subtraction by column method. I hope you found this helpful. There is also some worksheets and some information for you to do following this video. Thank you for watching.